Radical.
A couple months back, I had an upload titled "The Tesla Cybertruck is Fooking Ugly," and I thought, silly me, I wrongly thought that 90% of people would come to that upload and also comment about how ugly it was. I thought that. So I can't tell you a percentage of likes and dislikes or a percentage of comments that are positive and negative to my very obvious statement, which was the Cybertruck is fucking ugly, because it is. Because it is, right? I mean, there's general. You can say beauty is subjective. Pretty and beautiful and ugly. Nah, man. We have all the evidence put in front of us for every single truck that's ever existed. And not only is this thing fucking ugly as a vehicle, it's fucking ugly as a truck that it tries to emulate. So it fails in the looks category, and it even fails in being a truck in certain respects because of the range of it, because of the having to charge it. No one that goes cross country and delivers things in a truck, for instance, is going to want to be anywhere near a Cybertruck. Because let me say some positive things. Okay, those are some negative things. I'll be positive. It's powerful. It's fast. It's durable. There's recently a story about how an older Dodge Ram truck rear-ended it and it left a couple blemishes on the back. So it's got a tough exoskeleton. It really does. And the fact that it has something like an exoskeleton, the fact that it's bulletproof, there's a lot of cool things about the Cybertruck. Don't get me wrong, man. I mean, it might look pretty cool in a PS1 game or something like that because everything's sharp and triangles. If you like triangles, this thing looks like it could be driven by the PS1 Lara Croft, for instance. But that's where it stops. That's where it stops. All right. It's ugly. It's so fucking ugly, especially in silver, especially in the silver, right? In black, it's not as bad. It's not as bad in black because black seems to make every ugly vehicle look a little better. But if you have this thing, and how many different colors does it come in? If you have it in any color other than black, it just looks hideous. Now, just because it looks hideous doesn't mean that if you have one, you won't get a lot of attention and you won't have a lot of people coming over to try to take pictures with you and maybe to ride in or something like that. And here's why that is. Because it has been hyped up to the skies, man. The Cybertruck. It has that mystique around it. It's been hyped up. Same thing can happen with people, with a lot of females. How many Hollywood females do you know are hyped up and hyped up and hyped up, even though they're either ugly or very average looking, but they're hyped up to be the most beautiful female on earth? Look at Taylor Swift, for instance. I mean, take close looks at her. Chances are you know hotter women in your regular life than Taylor Swift. But she's got the glitz, the glam, the 10 pounds of makeup, and she's got a machine behind her that tells you she's the most beautiful woman on earth, when in fact she's far from it. To me, not saying I wouldn't date her or anything like that, or, at the very least boink her, but the fact there's so many people that will even come to this right now and leave hateful comments to me in the comment section, even when I'm just objectively speaking the truth, which is the fact that it's fucking ugly. It's so fucking ugly. We have history of every truck in existence, decades and decades and decades of trucks. And this not only is ugly, but it looks nothing like any truck that's come before it. Some of you might think it's a positive. This is the future of trucks. This is how trucks should look. Nah, man, this is not how trucks should look. Have you noticed a trend with these electric vehicles? Have you noticed a trend how they look objectively worse than the vehicles they're trying to replace? Like the Mach-E Mustang. the fuck is that thing? That doesn't look like a sports car. Yet, trying. Thankfully, there's actually going to be a V8 Mustang coming out in the future. Well, they're not getting rid of the V8. But all these electric vehicles, they're trying to replace regular standard ICE vehicles. Have you noticed a trend that they just don't look as good? Even the new, what they call it, the new Charger, Daytona, whatever the hell it is, it looks pretty bland compared to the old Chargers. To me, it does. I mean, in that case, it's not ugly. It just looks very bland. So these new electric vehicles, either they're uglier or they're just bland looking. So there is a lot of tech in the Cybertruck. There's a lot of cool things about the Cybertruck. For instance, it even has a waiting mode where it can go through a ton of water. I think it does something to pressurize the batteries for like an hour or something like that. There's a lot of interesting things about the Cybertruck. There is. So I'm not hating on the Cybertruck as a whole for what it is. I'm not even hating on how it looks. I'm speaking the God's honest truth about how it looks. It's fucking ugly, man. So ugly. Like, how do you design something so ugly, even on a regular vehicle, let alone what's going to be your flagship truck for your entire company? People sat down and they ran it by Elon that this would be the design of it. How does that even happen? I don't get how it happens. That's why when I saw it, I wanted to see what everybody was talking so much about. I thought the designs of it, the things I saw before, were just, what do they call that? What do they call it when they're, let's see here. Not project, there's a word for it. Prototype, something like prototype. I thought it was like prototype pictures. So when I saw the finished product, I said, okay, is this a fucking joke? If I saw the Cybertruck, I would not be jumping up and down, clawing to try to get pictures, and get in it. I wouldn't care. I wouldn't care about it. To me, it's just another vehicle, man. To me, the look of it is so off-putting. I might see it. I might laugh so much. You know when you laugh so much, your eyes close because you're laughing so much? I would be afraid I would have a wreck if I saw it because I'd be laughing so fucking much about how it looked. I laugh at how it looks on videos online, but if I saw this up close in person, oh my goodness. And don't tell me you've seen one in person and you're like, well, in person it looks a whole lot better. No. What happens probably, that musky magic. You see it in person and, you see it in person and you're thinking like, well, this is a Cybertruck. I'm near a Cybertruck. It's not the look of it, man. It's just it's just that cloud of it, It's just wanting to be near the Cybertruck, right? But that don't affect me. I mean, it's not a celebrity even to me. People give this thing so much attention like it's a fucking celebrity, right? You're not meeting Sylvester Stallone, okay? You're not meeting Arnold Schwarzenegger. You're not meeting Brad Pitt. You're meeting a fucking truck that happens to be currently one of the ugliest vehicles on the earth.